So good afternoon to you all. So today we are giving simulation on Verilog HDL. So first experiment we have called it as 2 to 4 decoder using NAND gate. Okay, so that program we will execute by using Xilinx ISC 9.1i. Okay, so here that software should be already installed in our computer. So first you should double click on that Xilinx ISC. Okay, so after that we'll get one message, so don't read that message, so directly click it on OK button. Okay, so after that we'll get this window. So in this window what we need to do it, first we should create the project. Okay, so new project we should create it. So how we will create the new project? So for that purpose, so you should go for file, so select the new project. So after selecting the new project, we'll get a new project wizard window. So here we should provide some datas. Okay, so first we should provide the project name. So here you should give the project name. Okay, so you can give your US number as a project name, no problem. You can give it. Where this project should be, we are saving. Okay, so that should be, we have called it as project location. Okay, so this project we are saving on location C. So if you want to save it on D or E, any other locations, you can change it here, browse it, and you can change it, no problem. Okay, so after that here we are using top level source type should be a HDL. Okay, so you can set HDL as a top level source type language. So after that we are setting these three datas. Next you should click it on next button. Okay, so already this project should be saved, project name, so because of that reason that message we are getting. Okay, so click it on next. Okay, so here we are executing simulation. So because of that reason only you should worry about simulator tool, but don't worry about that properties of device. Okay, but here only we are seeing the result of simulation. So because of that reason only we should check the simulator tool and next preferred language. These two only we should check it whenever we require your program should be converted in terms of waveform. So simulator we are using ISC simulator. So this simulator will support for VHDL as well as a Verilog. So because of that reason we need to set this one as a simulator. But here we are getting many simulator tools, but we should use ISC simulator itself. Okay, so next preferred language should be Verilog. But here this HDL should be divided into two languages. One is VHDL and another one is Verilog. But here we are writing the code in terms of Verilog language. So because of that reason we need to set Verilog. Okay, after setting these two properties, next go for the next button. Okay, so after that go for next. After that you should go for next. So here up to that what procedure we have followed it, so that should be displayed in the project summary. Okay, here we have set the project name as 2BL. So project path, so where we are saving that project, so that path is also displayed. So next top level source type should be also displayed, and after that simulator tool we have set it, and preferred language is also we have set it. That whatever we did up to that, those all should be here summarized. Okay, so you can check that one. If it is correct, go for finish. Yes, that should be displayed here. So 2BL name should be displayed. Okay, so after that, so next what we should do it. So wait 2 minutes. So after that, so we should right click here. So select new source. After that here we'll get new source wizard window. So here we are writing Verilog code. So because of that reason we should select as a Verilog model first. Which one we are writing? If you are writing VHDL model, you can set it as a VHDL model. If you are writing Verilog model, you can select as a Verilog model. Okay, so because of that reason next we should give the file name, which program we are writing here. So that should be a file name. So here we are writing decoder program, you can give it decoder, or this file name should be a user defined, that is model underscore name. So whatever model underscore name you have given, that should be your file name. Okay, so after that where we are saving this file, so that should be a location. Okay, so after that if you want to change the location, you can change it, no problem. Okay, your program should be stored in that location. Okay, so after that if these two properties you have set it, go for the next. Okay, this one should be already set exist, so because of that reason we are getting this message. Okay, yes it. Next after that we should set the input as well as the output. Okay, so here there are two inputs for decoder, so because of that reason we should provide it A comma B. in one line you should write it, no problem. Or otherwise if you are writing A as a input, B as a output, it is taking maximum time. So because of that reason, in one line you can write it by using commas. Okay, separate it by using commas. Okay, both should be acts like a input, so direction should be input. If both are output, you can change it. There are three directions are there. One is input, next one is output, next one is in out. Okay, so here we need to set as input. Next, Z is output, you can set it. Okay, Z is output, we can change the direction as output. Okay, Z is 4-bit wide. So because of that reason, if you want to set it as a 4-bit wide, you can select in bus. Select it. So here MSB and LSB both are displayed. So MSB should be what? 3 down to 0. So at that time Z should be a 4-bit wide, we will get it. Okay, so after that here we are given a 2 to 4 decoder define model. Okay, so these are the definitions of model. Okay, so after giving these datas, go for the next. After that here we are getting summary. So what all are the inputs and what all are the outputs we have taken for your model. Okay, so if it is correct, finish it. If you have any corrections here, so go for back and correct it. Okay, so next, if it is correct, finish it. Okay, so after that, so here that program should be displayed here. Double click here, so that should be whatever we have set it. So that should be getting the standard syntax of your Verilog model. Okay, so here directly I will write the program. So whatever you require here, what you require component of Verilog model, we have to invoke it. But you should invoke the component of Verilog model. Only we are getting the model definition here. Okay, so in component of Verilog model, we are getting three parts. First part we have called it as a model definition. Next part we have called it as a components of model, and third part we have called it as end model statement. These three should be required for the programming. But here in your program, it should be contains the model definition and end model statement. Two are present, but second one is absent. So because of that reason, we should write the second part. Okay, so I will write the second part here. So second part is also I have written. So after that, after writing the whole program, so this one should be, this decoder 2 to 4 decoder should be written by using NAND gates. You can check it. All your structure of the program should be contains NAND only. So because of that reason, this one should be, we have called it as 2 to 4 decoders circuit using NAND we have constructed. Okay, so after writing the program, we should save it first. Save it. So after saving, next you should check it, whatever program you have written. So if this program is correct or wrong, we should check it. Okay, so that should be, we have called it as synthesize. Okay, so here first we should check the check syntax, any problem in the syntax. Okay, there is no problem. Here we are getting the message, process check syntax completed successfully. Then there is no problem in the check syntax. Okay, next we should click it on synthesize, double click it on synthesize. Whole program logically it will check it. If logically your program is correct, then we'll get process synthesize completed successfully message, we will get it. Okay, so whatever circuit you have constructed on your paper, you have constructed that 2 to 4 decoder using NAND gate, you have constructed on your paper. So same here, after writing the program, if you require same circuit on your window here, so we should click it on, double click it on view RTL schematic. Okay, here we are getting first block diagram. So this block diagram is having 2 inputs and 4 outputs. If you require that logical diagram, if you want to see that logical diagram, you should double click it on this block diagram. We'll get 2 to 4 decoder circuit using NAND gate. Okay, so this one should be your circuit. This circuit should be generated with the help of what? Code. Okay, so this one should be a one step. So after checking this logical diagram, if this logical diagram is correct, then you should check the waveforms. Okay, how waveform should be checked it, I will show here. So after getting the RTL schematic is correct, next go for decoder 2 to 4. Okay, here you should right click on this file. After that, select the new source. Okay, here we should write the test bench. Okay, so because of that reason, after getting this window, you should select here test bench waveform. We require the waveform. Okay, so here we are writing the what we are generating the waveform for decoder 2 to 4. So because of that reason, this one should be, we should give it as test underscore your file name, whatever file name you are given, same file name you should give it, or otherwise this one should be user defined, you can give it, no problem. But for our identification purpose, this one should be a test bench for decoder. So because of that reason, so that name should be given. Okay, so after that, where we are saving this file, so that location also we have displayed here. Okay, so after that, after doing these two, go for the next button. After that, here there are many programs are there, so which waveform we are checking, so your cursor should be on that program itself. Okay, here only one program is there, decoder 2 to 4, so because of that reason your cursor should be on decoder 2 to 4. Okay, so at that time we are checking the function of decoder 2 to 4. Okay, so if your cursor should be on decoder 2 to 4, click it on next. Okay, so whatever steps we have followed up to that, those all should be summarized here. If it is correct, go for the finish it. If you want to edit anything, something here, so you should go for back button. Okay, so here we are getting test underscore decoder, that should be a file name, .tbw we will get it. That TBW is nothing but test bench waveform, that is a code should be generated, that code will get in terms of test bench waveform. Okay, next if it is correct, go for finish. Yes, we will get this timing window. Okay, so here we need to set here, so already Sayas sir has explained here. So depends upon your inputs, we should select single clock, multiple clock or combinational clock. So I will take single clock, so that whatever variable should be given there, A should be given, A and B are the two inputs here, but single clock we have taken, so A should be automatically generated, we cannot change it, user cannot change that A. So because of that reason, that should be, we will call it as single clock, but user must set both A and B, so at the time we can select as a multiple clock or otherwise combination. Okay, so here I will take single clock, so after that I will finish it. So here you can check it, so A is automatically generated, we cannot change it, but B you can set it, no problem, you can set it depending upon your inputs, you can set here. Okay, wherever we are getting the color, so you can click it on that particular color, so that should be that waveform should be up and down. Okay, so these two are the inputs, so we have set both the inputs. Next we need to check the output, the 4 output you can check it, we are getting only 0, output should be 0 we are getting, but after simulating, so we will get the output. So what procedure we have to follow it if you want to get the output? Okay, so if you want to get the output, we need to select this synthesis, sources for is behavioral simulation. Okay, so before that we need to save this waveform, so after that you should go for behavioral simulation. Okay, so here already we have taken that file name as a test underscore decoder, already we have set it. Okay, so after that you should click it on test underscore decoder, your cursor should be there on that file only. Okay, so after that we should go for process. Next here you should click it on plus sign, Xilinx ISE simulator. Next double click on simulate behavioral model. After clicking on simulate behavioral model, you will get a waveform. Check it here, we are getting the waveforms. Okay, here don't worry about that period, duty cycle, offset, don't check it those all. So only we require input and output, you can see the input and output. Okay, for decoder, so 2 inputs, 4 outputs. Okay, so 2 to 4 decoder we are discussing, so because of that reason, if you require this output, you can click it here first. Okay, for that particular input output we will get it, that should be displayed here. Okay, so A and B both are 0 0. When both are 0 0, your output is what? 0 0 0 1. So that is nothing but 1, that is in hexadecimal, that should be 1. So because of that reason, that should be displayed. If you require all 4, you can click it on plus, we will get it. Okay, next if you require second input, second output, so you can click it on second waveform. Next, at the time, depends upon that waveform, your input and output should be changed. Okay, in this location your input is both are 1 1. If both are 1 1, what is your output in 2 to 4 decoder? At the time that should be a 8, that should be 8 in hexadecimal. So because of that reason, that should be displayed. Next, if you require third output, you can click it on third, so we'll get it. Whenever your input should be 0 1, so at the time your output is what? 2. So that should be displayed. Yes, this one should be called it as decoder 2 to 4 using NAND gate. Thank you.